gang, GMAP14 here, and today we are going to be looking at the two greatest headphones in the industry. I'm joking, these aren't the greatest. They're really good quality, but you're not here for the quality of the audio. You're here more for the features that these devices have. So if you're wondering what the two are, these are the QC25s and the recently released QC35s, the Bluetooth variants of the QC25. So don't worry, you'll get confused between them unless you know that the black ones are the QC35s, the Bluetooth versions, and these dark matte gray with the blue rims are the QC25s. But don't worry, I'll be making sure to remind you over the video so you don't get confused between the two. But there is a difference besides the Bluetooth. There's a price difference. These right here, the QC25s, the wired-only version, is $299. And for $350, you get the Bluetooth version of these devices. The QC25s did come out quite a few years ago, so they are already behind in audio technology. The noise canceling still works great on these, and to replace the batteries, you just pop this little switch here and put a AAA battery in, which is really nice and convenient. Also, convenience has changed. I mean, it's changed even before these came out, where we don't want to have to put batteries in here. So if you're on vacation, you lose battery, you're on a plane and you don't have an extra battery, you're kind of out of luck. But with the QC35s, they have moved away from that because it'd be kind of silly to have Bluetooth headphones that didn't charge with a micro USB. So now you have a micro USB port on your QC35. So there's one upgrade that I really appreciate. I wish they would kind of upgrade these to go that way too, but we're stuck with what we got, and they're still really great headphones, like I said, just you're going to have AAA batteries to charge them. Another thing these both do really well is that if you run out of battery on either of these, you can use the wired version. You can do the wired mode on these and listen to your products, your audio still. You do not need batteries to listen to stuff. It'll sound significantly lower quality without the EQ battery operated version going on, but you can still do that if you run out of battery on either of these devices. So besides the Bluetooth features, in my opinion, these do sound significantly better. They have a lot more richness to them. They fixed the bass problem that people complained with the QC25s. They said that there was not enough bass in these, and that's very apparent if you wear them for an extended period of time. And I can agree that these have fixed that problem. Maybe not perfectly. They aren't very bass heavy, but they do have a much nicer sound. When I was wearing them, I was like, wow, this feels kind of like rich in tones, and I really like the audio quality. I'm not an audiophile, by the way. I can't tell you that this is compared to this and this is a better headphone, but I would rather listen to stuff with these versus the QC25s if I had a choice between the two. The QC25s, besides being Bluetooth, also have all of their functions in the actual earpiece, versus if you were going to control your music with these, you needed the inline cable remote to change the volume and skip between songs. Difference also here is that with the QC25s, there were two versions, the Android version and the Apple version, because these cables would not, so if I bought the Apple version and plugged this into my Android, this would not work. So you had to make sure the place you were buying it from had both, depending on which device you were buying. You don't have to worry about that anymore. The QC35s work with both Apple and Android devices, and you can use the controls, which you see here, to change the volume, pause songs, and everything on here without having to worry about is my device supported or not. So I really enjoy these headphones. Out of the two, I would definitely say go for the QC35s. You get 20 hours of battery life if you're using Bluetooth only, and you get 40 hours of battery life if you're I think I said that wrong. For 20 hours of battery, I did say it right, 20 hours of battery life for your Bluetooth mode and 40 hours of battery life for wired. This is wired with the EQ turned on. If you're using these on no battery at all, of course, they're going to get a longer time because you're not even going to be using the battery. And as you can see right here, you do have the part for your audio jack. It does use the same proprietary size audio cable that you got with the QC25s. You're not going to be able to swap this out for any male audio cable that you have. That is where I come to my next gripe. Actually, maybe my first gripe about the QC35s. Here's the case that it comes in, and it's a really nice case. I love it. But we'll open it up and see the gripe part. As you can see right here, this is the cable you get with your Bose QC35s. It is very flimsy. It almost feels like a if you ever remember those small earbuds, little bitty ones that didn't have the greatest quality, that's what this cable feels like. If you can see how thin it is, and just it doesn't feel like the greatest quality. Now, obviously, you're not expected to use this as your main source. You're buying these for the Bluetooth feature. If you wanted a great wired experience, you would go with the QC25s. But I don't think that's a great reason to give you a lower quality cable. You don't have inline controls either, which, like I said, is okay if you're using the functions on here, but that would have been nice. Versus the cable you got with the QC25s, the cheaper versions. As you can see here, you have a much thicker cable. I'll put them side by side if you can see the difference. Top is the QC35 cable, bottom is the QC25. And it just feels a lot more solid. And with the QC25, of course, you have the inline controls because there are no buttons on the actual headphones. I have tested these with the QC35s and they actually work. You can use these to replace the cable that they gave you for your QC25s, and I will definitely be doing that because I like this cable much better and will be using it with my new Bluetooth headphones if I ever have to listen wired. It sounds the same quality you get with the other wires, and you get to use these controls which still work in case you're switching that way. So I definitely, my gripe would be with the cable. If you're paying $50 more, they're going to say, all right, we're taking this out, but don't worry, they do sound better. And that's true. They do sound better. I wouldn't say get these over this because of this. So I will also show you the two cases. This is the QC35 leather case you get. It is really great quality. It's got a pouch on the back for cable storage, and it zips up really nice. It's not completely going to protect them. Stuff can still get into it, like run over and stuff like that, but it is nice. If you notice on the inside, you get a nice soft material, and you have another pouch right here, if you can see that, for other cable management. Since you do get a charging cable with this and the cord for listening headphones, you'll need both for you to put this in there. And you also still get, as with every other Bose product, an airline jack. Like I said, also, I don't know if I said that actually, but this, I have not found any plane that uses this, but that's still welcome to have it because the one time you're like, oh, they never use these anymore, you're going to have to use them. So I will show you the case that the QC25s come in. You can see they're nearly identical. This one's just black, the QC35 case. And on the inside, you do not have a pocket for your cable management like you have on the QC35s. The QC25 case does not have that, which is kind of lame. And on the QC25s, the non-Bluetooth ones, you can see that there's an outline of how to fold your headphones in there. You do not get that on the QC35s. So if you were wondering about that, yeah, you still get your airline jack, but there's also a slot for the AAA battery, which is nice because, as I said, you do not get to charge these via micro USB, the 25s. You have to use your AAA. Let's put this over here. So my final verdict on these is I would definitely recommend the $50 more for the QC35s. They are better audio quality, in my opinion, and you can still use them wired if you don't want them for the Bluetooth function. The wired function works perfectly fine, and I would rather listen to these wired than the QC25s wired. That being said, the QC25s are still a great product. You don't even have to have your cord in to be using these as a productive use. You can have these on the plane. I see people all the time with these on the plane, noise canceling turned on, and they're just resting like that. You know, they don't even have to worry about audio come in because it's got the noise canceling feature. Now, I think the noise canceling is pretty much on par with the QC35s. I don't think any new technology, no new breakthroughs have come out. Maybe it's just because I've had these and I want to assume they're better. I think they're a little better at noise canceling, but the Bose in general knows how to cancel noise. They do a great job. Both of these are going to suit you fine for on the plane, and they both sound great. But like I said, overall, the QC35s definitely have a better sound overall. Not the noise canceling part, just the audio quality of the music you're going to be doing. Colors. The QC25s have three main colors. You get these matte space gray almost looking type colors, and then blue inside with the cups. And they have a limited edition triple black, I think they called it, where it's completely black, which is very similar to the QC35's completely black. And the QC25s also have a white variant. I believe that's Android only. I might be wrong. And then they also have, you can customize these. I think it's $400, but you can get custom colors and do whatever you want. Red, green, all that stuff. The QC35s come in two colors, black and silver. The silver does not look like this. It is a very matte silver. It looks like an Apple product. So if you want to match more of your theme, you can go with that. They definitely look much more like the old noise canceling headphones, not these, but the previous generation. That's the color they were going for on that. So I kind of really love the color scheme on these. The black is really nice, but I think the QC25 just had it with the blues and everything. The insides here for these are just pitch black. They still have the L and R in there if you can see that, but yeah. They click really well. Sound great quality. The cushion up top is really nice. You will not get fatigue from these on your ear for an extended period of time. The top is leather, which is nice versus the hand-stitched denim type feel of the QC25s. The plush under the QC25s, maybe it's just because I've worn them for a year, feels a little less cushiony versus the QC35s has a much more firm pressing. Of course, these are brand new. Haven't even had them for a week. So that is one of the main differences between the two. So my final verdict for these would definitely be the QC35s over the $299 QC25s. I love both these headphones. And if you don't want to spend the extra $50, completely understandable, go with the 25s. They sound great. They noise cancel perfect. You're not going to find a better pair of Bose noise canceling headphones than these right here, They all sound great. Any of Bose's noise canceling products. But for the better sound quality and overall just really great feel to them and great just overall product stability, I would go with these, especially since they are the newer versions. They'll probably phase out. I think they'll phase out the QC25s to something a little more different, maybe charging without the AAA battery. But like I said, still great. So this has been my comparison between these two products. Hopefully I helped you decide which one to buy. They are only $50 more, so I definitely say that's not too much. If it was $100 more, then I would have a little more trouble recommending them. But for $50, it's definitely worth getting the QC35s. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I helped you decide, and you can check out links in the description to find these products. If I was able to help you and you want to thank me, put a like on this video, subscribe to my channel for more stuff, and also watch the sponsor coming up, Alan Joseph Designs, because if you see something you like in that little advertisement, go there, support me by buying something and typing in the code GMAPPER14 so that I can get more money to buy QC35s. I'll see you guys in the next video. Check out the sponsor.